You have tried everything. The Peloton era, then the hot yoga era, then the 12 to 3:30 treadmill phase that your entire group chat was doing. You've been consistent in a way that honestly deserves a certificate, and your hormones are still doing whatever they want. Sleep still off, belly still holding, energy that follows a schedule you did not consent to. Here's what nobody told you about exercise and hormones after 40. Most workouts, even the good ones, are designed for a body that still has enough estrogen and progesterone to handle stress. After 40, that is not your body anymore. And today, I'm walking you through the exact 15-minute routine that actually communicates with your hormonal system instead of overwhelming it. No equipment, no jumping, no 45-minute time commitment. And no, this is not gentle yoga where you breathe deeply and call it a workout. There is real muscle challenge in this. Stick around for the first phase because it's the one most women skip entirely. And it determines whether everything else works. And girl, if you do this 3 to 4 times a week for 28 days, I promise your energy stabilizes, your belly starts pulling in, and you stop feeling like your body is running a completely separate program from the rest of you. Let's get into it. Here's why 15 minutes of the right thing beats 60 minutes of the wrong thing. After 40, with declining estrogen and progesterone to buffer your stress response, high-intensity exercise spikes cortisol, the hormone that signals your body to store fat, especially visceral belly fat. So you can work hard for an hour and functionally tell your body to hold on to exactly what you're trying to lose. This routine is built on isometric loading, sustained muscular tension with zero impact. Your muscles get a serious challenge. Your cortisol doesn't spike. And when cortisol stays low while muscle tissue works, insulin sensitivity improves, the fat storage signal weakens, and your body starts running the program you've been asking for. 15 minutes. No equipment, no cortisol spike. Phase 1. The breath reset. 2 minutes. Lie on your back, knees bent, one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Inhale for 4 counts, expanding your belly. Not your chest. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6 counts, slow and controlled. I'm guilty of skipping this one for months. I treated it as optional filler and then wondered why everything that followed felt harder than it should have. It is not filler. Diaphragmatic breathing directly activates the vagus nerve, the nerve that switches your nervous system from sympathetic mode, the stress and store fat setting, to parasympathetic mode, the repair and burn setting. A 2017 study found controlled breathing protocols significantly reduced salivary cortisol in participants. You're doing 2 minutes because it sets the entire hormonal context for every phase that follows. Skip it, and the rest is less effective. I did not make that up. Your chest hand should barely move. Belly rises, chest stays. Phase 2. The glute bridge hold. 3 minutes total. Lie on your back, feet flat, knees bent. Lift your hips until you form a straight line from knees to shoulders, not a ski slope, not a question mark. And hold. Squeeze hard at the top. 3 full seconds. Lower for 3 counts. That is 1 rep. 12 reps. Rest 30 seconds, repeat. This activates the glute max, the largest muscle in your body and one of the most insulin-sensitive tissues you have. More activation here means better glucose uptake, lower insulin resistance, and a direct shift in the hormonal environment that drives belly fat storage. It lifts and rounds everything in the back, rebuilds the posterior chain that quietly declines after 40, and takes the load off your lower back that's been compensating for years. Beginner, 2-second hold. Advanced, at a resistance band just above the knees. Your glutes will file a formal complaint. That is completely normal. Phase 3, the dead bug. 3 minutes. Lie on your back, arms straight to the ceiling. Knees bent at 90 degrees, lifted. Like you're a human table waiting for someone to set things on you that nobody ever does. Slowly extend your right arm overhead, while your left leg reaches out. Hover above the mat. Return. Switch sides. Slow. Controlled. deliberate. Your lower back must stay completely flat against the floor the entire time. The moment it peels off the mat, you have lost the movement. Your back should not be arching. Press every vertebra down like you are ironing out something that has been wrinkled since approximately 2019. This targets the transverse abdominis, the deepest core layer, the internal corset that wraps your waist and pulls everything in. Most women over 40 have lost the neural connection to this muscle somewhere between their last consistent workout and their first perimenopausal symptom. This phase rebuilds that circuit. And the waist definition that comes from activating it consistently is a different kind of result than anything a crunch has ever produced. Speaking of what it takes to keep this circuit building week after week for a full month, this is exactly the question I get at this point. Okay, but how do I know I'm sequencing all of this correctly over time? Because knowing the phases is one thing. Having a protocol that builds progressively and maps to where your hormones actually are in your cycle, especially the weeks your body needs recovery more than intensity, is a different challenge entirely. That's exactly why I put together the 28-day challenge for women over 40 who want to lose belly fat without destroying their hormones. It's the movement protocol for the woman who finally understands her biology and wants a system that removes every guess. It works by layering progressive isometric intensity across 4 weeks mapped to a complete hormonal cycle. So every session lands at the right intensity for where your body actually is that week. Within 28 days, your waist pulls in, your cortisol stops running the show, and you wake up feeling like your body finally got the right instructions. It's linked in the description below. If you're watching on a TV, scan the QR code on the screen. Either way, takes you straight to it. Now back to where we were. 2 phases left, and the last one is the one that changes your resting metabolism. Phase 4, the bear hold. 2 minutes. On all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Lift your knees exactly 2 inches off the floor. 2 inches, hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Rest 10 seconds. Repeat for 2 minutes total. This loads the entire anterior core in one sustained isometric hold. No impact, no movement visible from the outside. Your body will disagree with that description at about the 8-second mark. It looks like nothing is happening. Something is absolutely happening. Beginner, 15 seconds on, 15 off. Advanced, tap one hand slowly forward while keeping your hips completely square. It will humble you in a way that is genuinely good for you. Phase 5, the slow squat with pause. 4 minutes. Stand hip width apart. Lower for 4 counts. Hold at the bottom for 2 seconds. Rise for 4 counts. Rest and repeat. 3 sets of 8. The 4-count lowering phase is the entire mechanism. Eccentric loading under slow tempo recruits muscle fibers that explosive training misses. The slow twitch fibers most responsible for metabolic change after 40. Your legs start to look lean and sculpted rather than just smaller. Your glutes start doing their actual job, which offloads your lower back, which tilts your pelvis into alignment, which flattens the lower belly in a way no crunch ever will. And honestly, stairs stop feeling like a personal attack. Here's the complete routine. Breath reset, 2 minutes. Glute bridge holds, 3 minutes. Dead bug, 3 minutes. Bear hold, 2 minutes. Slow squats, 4 minutes. 15 minutes. Done. 3 to 4 times a week. That's the frequency where the hormonal signal compounds. Twice a week you maintain. 3 to 4 times a week you change. Beginner. Cut every hold in half and build from there. Advanced. Extend every hold by 2 seconds and add a 5th set of squats. Same logic, different depth. Drop in the comments which phase surprised you the most. And if you've been putting in real effort for months with no hormonal results. The math was never wrong, girl. The method was. If you like fitness content that actually accounts for how your body works after 40, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Oh, and if you want to know which foods actively support the hormonal reset this routine starts, it's all in the channel playlist. Your body doesn't need more hours in the gym, girl. It needs the right 15 minutes? Now go give it exactly that.